What is up, everybody? Welcome to Honest Guitar Lessons, the guitar lessons where you get what you pay for. My name is Miles, and I am by no means an expert in the guitar or a professional necessarily. No, not even necessarily. I'm not even a professional. Today we're going to learn about the anatomy of the guitar, and we'll do some quick tuning, and we'll talk about a power chord. So, let's be honest. Alright everybody, so starting off, I should just throw out a disclaimer. By no means, by watching these videos, will you all of a sudden become an expert overnight, like, you know, Jimi Hendrix or Jimmy Page or some other third Jimmy. But you will be able to kind of learn the foundations so you can at least understand that playing the guitar isn't as hard as it seems. Okay, so the anatomy of the guitar. I won't get too much into detail, but I'll just talk about the essential things that you need to know. I have an acoustic guitar, and the things that you'll learn on this channel are basically things that could be learned on an acoustic or an electric. So don't worry if you have a different guitar, that's totally fine. We're mostly going to be learning chords and like the basic levels of theory. So to start off, we have the neck of the guitar. As you get closer to the body of the guitar, your sound is going to get higher, like the pitch is going to get higher, the notes are going to get higher. And you see that we have the fretboard right here as well. A fret is one of those little boxes that are divided by these little metal bars in between. And the good way to remember or to kind of pay attention to the frets is these little dots that you probably see on the top of your neck or that you have on your fretboard, or both. These frets are to help you know which number fret it is. That will be important later on when you're learning chord structure and where to put your fingers and stuff like that. So the cool thing is that the dots are always on the odd numbers, except for this double right here, and I'll talk about that in a quick second. So we have our first fret right here, our third fret, our fifth fret, our seventh fret, and our ninth fret. And then this double one that I was telling you about is your 12th fret. The reason why it's double is because it is the octave of the open string. So if this low one right here, this thick one that's closest to you, is a low E, then that means the 12 is also going to be an E. Put it a little bit higher. So if that makes sense, it's not really detrimental to understanding what it is we're going to be doing, because we really won't be playing a lot in this range ever. But you may want to know, because it's cool to know about the instrument you're playing. So let's talk about the strings. We have 6 strings on the guitar, starting from the lowest going down to the highest. You have your E, your A, your D, your G, your B, and then your high E. A good acronym or way to remember that is Eddie 8 Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie. It's kind of morbid, but it works. Starting from the lowest, the strings get lower to higher in sound, so kind of here, that was really twangy of me. There you go. So you got that sound. And then when you do that, that really messes it up. So don't do that. It's not cool. That's not what rock stars do. Not that I would know. What you say? Right here you have the head of the guitar. Let me get the glare off. You have the head of the guitar with these little keys. Now what these keys are going to do when you twist them one way or the other, it's going to tighten or loosen the tension on the string. And the tension is what determines what note it is. So the whole guitar is like, you know, all built upon tension. And whenever you push down on a fret on a particular string, that's going to change the tension and therefore change the note. So here's an open E, right? Now I'm going to put a finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, so I'm changing where that tension is going, where that pressure is going. Now I'm playing a G note, so that's a G. And then if I were to go up, here's an A. So you see how it's changing? It's getting higher as I go up the neck. That's how that works. Let's talk about tuning really quick. Your guitar may sound a little bit different from mine, And the struggle that we have right now, because this is all virtual, is I'm not there to listen to your guitar and say, oh, you need to tighten or loosen your string. But a good rule of thumb is if I play a note and it sounds lower, then you need to tighten your string. If I play a note and your note sounds a little bit higher, you need to loosen that string. So let's go ahead and just do some quick tuning. I want to keep these short and simple. So kind of rushing it. If these are too fast, leave a comment below and let me know. I want to make these simple as possible, but also quick and painless. Here we go, our E string, our low E string. Go ahead and tune it to my guitar so that way we kind of sound a little bit closer together. So tune your guitar, low E string. Ready? Okay, I'll play that again. So low E. The next one, A. Okay. Your D string. D. G string. G. Your B string. Okay. And then your high E string. There you go. Now, if you need to rewind it and listen to it again, I'm not expecting you to just tune it like super quick, but those notes are there and available so you can listen to them and make sure that your guitar kind of matches mine as best as you can. It's not the end of the world if you can't. There are plenty of apps out there that are there to help you tune your guitar. So, if all else fails, go ahead and maybe download those apps. I know there's a couple that are free, and that should help you out as well. The guitar is a really cool instrument. It's really fun. I'm really excited that you're here to play it with me. Let's talk about our hand position really quick. Really, we're only going to be using these 4 fingers. I'll refer to them by what they're called, like your pointer or your middle finger or something like that. But whenever you're looking at chord charts that I'll put on later, it's good to know which finger's what. So your pointer is your first finger, number 1. Your middle finger is finger number 2. Your ring finger is finger number 3, and pinky is number 4. I bet you figured that out before I even did that. Good job, smarty pants. If you're left-handed, then you should be playing the guitar like this, where your right hand is going to be playing on the neck and your left hand is going to strum. But if you're right-handed like me, then your right hand is going to strum. I had to think about that for a second. Your right hand is going to strum and your left hand is going to make the chords. I don't know why it is like that, but your dominant hand should be the one that's strumming and your not dominant hand should be the one that's making the chords. If you're ambidextrous, I really don't know what to tell you. I guess just go with whatever feels comfortable. And congratulations on being ambidextrous. That's really cool. Next, we're going to learn the power chord. Power chord is like your regular major chords, except it's just condensed to 3 notes, and it's just really quick and easy to play. They're in a lot of rock songs and probably all types of genres actually, but it's kind of just like a fast food version of a full major chord. So let's go ahead and play a power chord on G. So we're going to be playing the G chord as a power chord. So you want to take your pointer finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the low E string. You want to take your ring finger and put it on the 5th fret of the A string. Have to think about that for a second. And then your pinky finger is going to go on the 5th fret of the D string. So it's going to kind of look like that. I'll zoom in on it so that we can take a look. Now if you feel like it's hard, take your elbow and kind of straighten it out. So that way, a lot of beginner guitarists like to throw their arm into their hip like that. Don't do that. That's going to keep you locked in. Go ahead and really spread that chicken wing. And if you're like me and you have little dinosaur arms and fingers, it really helps to kind of be out there. Because to get the clearest and cleanest sound, you want your fingers to be in the center of the fret. So try and line up your fingers with that dot on the neck as best as you can. That's going to give you the clearest and best sound. So I'm going to go ahead and play each note individually, and we're only going to play these 3 strings. So here is the E string, here is the A string, and here's the D string. Okay, now all 3 together. That's a power chord right there. So that's your G power chord. And the cool thing is, keep all your fingers together, and if you slide it up or down, it's all the same. So if we were going to play a C power chord, I would just keep my fingers where they are and move everything down a string. So my pointer finger is on the A string, my ring finger, my second finger, or no, that's my third finger. My third finger is on the D string, and my fourth finger is on the G string, and that's your C power chord. So here's your G, here's your C. Okay? Yeah, these are played everywhere in every which way. Don't be stressed out if you're not sounding the way I'm sounding right now. This takes practice, and that's something I want to talk about really quick. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, these aren't designed to make you, a legendary guitarist overnight. These are really the building blocks in order for you to develop your sound as a guitarist, so that way, whenever you feel more confident, you can figure things out on your own in the sense of, oh, I want to start playing more jazz songs, or I want to figure out classical, or I want to do heavy metal, or whatever. That's up to you. I just want to be able to establish the building blocks for you, so that way you feel more confident in yourself. But one thing I am going to say is, no matter how many times you watch my videos, it's not going to matter if you're not practicing on your own. Practicing is so important, and I never thought I'd be one of those persons. I never thought I'd be someone who drones on practicing, but practicing really does make perfect, everybody. I've been playing the guitar for about 10 years, give or take, and it's really important to know that, I was really bad whenever I started off. And I'm not perfect either. I don't practice as much as I should. I'm really rusty from what I used to be when I was in my prime. So we're just going to learn this together. We're going to figure it out together, and that's the cool thing about it all. So thanks for watching. Leave a like, and share it with your friends if this is something that you're interested in and you think they'd be interested in. Go ahead and leave a comment in the description if I went too fast, or if the camera's blurry or something. This is the first video, trying to figure it all out. Really appreciate your patience, and thanks for watching.